All right, so what I've got right now is on my trailer, I've got my generator powering both 12 volt DC control power and 120 volt AC power from my pumps. On the trailer, we've got the 3/4 horse booster pump, and we've got the 110 volt or 120 volt AC diaphragm pump. I only have 12 volt to support the control power for the remote control. So right now the 12 volt or the diaphragm pump is active. So through my gun, it's operating on its own and it's got its own internal pressure switch. So when I'm not on the trigger, it'll shut off. And then when I switch over and start the booster pump via the remote control, you hear it fire up a little bit more and I get a whole lot more flow coming out of there. And if I switch nozzles or switch over to my 3/8 inch lance that I have, we pushing a ton of volume of water out of that. So I'm going to throw the pressure switch on the booster pump later today, and that's going to allow that to cycle on and off when I'm on and off the gun. But when I go back over to the diaphragm pump, it shuts the booster pump off automatically, and now here it is pulling from my batch tank again, and it's that diaphragm pump cycles on its own. So it's a pretty good setup, especially if I'm up on a roof or something, just to be able to call on demand. The only issue is that we have a couple 100 foot of hose that it has to push through, so that's about 45 seconds of time for it to go through there before it clears and you either get back to your soap or back to your fresh water.